recommended a bunch of watches to you guys throughout the years, and I've been very excited about a bunch of watches. I've been critical about a bunch of watches, but I'm sure there's a lot of watches you've seen me review that you really want. And the truth is, with the way things are going, I feel like now more than ever, people aren't really necessarily in the position to arbitrarily fill their watch box up with everything they see, with a watch for each situation fulfilling its own role. I feel like now we need to focus on what we really actually need and to get rid of the things that we don't. So when I come across affordable watches that seem to do it all pretty darn well, I get very, very excited. So I got to spend time with this Amir watch company, Dragonfly, and I think it's a jack of all trades, but I think it does a very good job in a multitude of situations. So we're gonna take a look at this watch, and then I'm going to incorporate it into an EDC. So let's take a look. It is 10:55 a.m. Let's get down to business. Okay, so the Amir watch company Dragonfly, not a watchmaker I've ever heard of before, and the first thing I notice is these 5 dots up above the logo by the 12 o'clock, and I think it's kind of mimicking the eyes of a dragonfly. Very, very cool. Now, one thing I absolutely love is that that logo is actually also loomed, so it glows in low light, and the lume on this watch is actually pretty darn good. Very dynamic dial. You know, if you're someone who's not sure if you like starburst, or if you like fume, or if you like textured dials, you don't have to worry because this watch pretty much has it all. The center dial is almost like a, I think I said starburst earlier. Maybe I'm just hungry. I meant sunburst. It's almost like a sunbursty fume, and then over by the chapter ring in the indexes, it's very much textured. So you're getting a stepped dial, you're getting a very deep, shiny dial, and then also a very matte textured dial with applied indexes. So again, you're pretty much getting everything with this watch. Speaking of varying facets, you are getting dual finishing. So on the edges of the bezel, it is polished, and then on the flat surfaces of the lug and on the sides of the case, it is brushed, and then on the edges of the case, again, it is polished. So very dynamic, and again, a lot to look at, and the watch plays with the light very, very well. Now, another thing I absolutely love about this watch is that it has drilled lugs. So if you don't like this factory leather strap, this kind of suede strap that it comes with, you can very easily take it off without marring the case. Okay, so I've kind of gushed over this watch already a little bit. Let's jump into the specs. This watch is 44 millimeters in diameter, so just above that 40 millimeter sweet spot. You're getting a 47 millimeter lug to lug, so it does take up a decent amount of space on the wrist. That is to say, it has decent wrist presence, but with the profile of my wrist, it's not encompassing the entirety of my wrist. This watch is 12.2 millimeters thick, so not super duper thin, but also not like a hockey puck on the wrist. 316L stainless steel case. You're getting a flat sapphire crystal with a 200 meter water resistance rating and a threaded crown. This watch is powered by a premium Miyota 9039 automatic, so you are getting that very nice 28,800 VPH sweep. And again, having that nice 9000 series movement is a definite plus. So you're getting reasonable dimensions when it comes to sizing. You're getting a threaded crown, a 200 meter water resistance rating, a sapphire crystal, nice leather strap, overall kind of everyday, maybe a bit dressy in design. So it seems like this one watch could fit in a number of scenarios, whether you are taking this out on a hike, and it starts raining, and then you find yourself at the beach, and then later you dry off and you go out to a nice dinner. You won't have to switch your watch. This is going to be able to do it all, and you won't have to worry about it. And perhaps the best part about this Dragonfly is that it is coming in at $650. That is not much for everything you get. So how would I put this into my EDC? Well, let's go to the desk and take a look. So this watch is called the Dragonfly, so of course the first thing that came to mind is my Laguiole pocket knife. Now this thing, of course, Lagiel, their logo is the bee, so, you know, Dragonfly and a bee, why not? I suppose they could hang out just fine. Now this watch strikes me as reasonably sophisticated, so I see it going well with something like my BV wallet. And then, of course, I'm just going to use my Ford truck key because, well, the leather kind of resembles the leather on the watch, and then the blue part kind of looks like the blue on the watch's dial. So altogether, wallet, pocket knife, keys, and watch, this looks pretty darn good already, but can we make it better? Yeah, I'm bringing along my Ruger GP100 357 Magnum, why not? So there you have it, guys, a really cool watch that I think works in a number of situations. I think this is a jack of all trades, and I don't think that's a diss at all. For 650 bucks, you could do a whole lot worse. This watch does it all. To a very good degree, I think. Threaded crown, 200 meter water resistance rating with a premium Miyota movement. It's pretty darn good if you ask me. So let me know, what would you do with this watch? How would you put it into your EDC? Leave that list in the comment section below and I will judge your EDCs. Now, if you want to see more about the stuff I talk about, please join the channel memberships. Click the join button next to the subscribe button. It's like $5 a month and you help me out a bunch, and we talk more about the things that I can't talk about here, like the pew pew. Alright guys, I will catch you on the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the time teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.